Fab Fam. Welcome to Fabulosity for You, where the fashion is fierce, the celebrity gossip is hot, and the relationship advice is real. If you are here with me for the first time, my name is Angie, and I am a relationship coach. Today, we're going to do a Dear Angie. Okay, so we're going to get right into this. When I first read this letter, I got angry reading this letter, and I really had a hard time to decide what all needs to be said. But I'm very known to keep it real, and that's what I'm going to do. I want to first thank the person that wrote in this letter. Thank you for writing in, because when you write in to me and I talk about it on this channel, we are helping people. If you are somebody out there that has a relationship problem and you don't want to talk to your girls about it, or you don't want to talk to your family about it, talk to Angie. You can write me a letter and email it to me. My email is in the description. If there is a particular relationship topic you would like for me to talk about, I can do that as well. Okay, so we're going to get right into this letter. Okay, so I received a letter from a woman that lives in Texas. Okay? And she signed her letter. I printed the letter out, and she signed her letter, Betrayed Mother. Okay, so the letter reads, I'm shaking while writing this letter because honestly my life feels like one big nightmare right now. I'm 42 years old and I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years. We lived together, shared bills, took trips together, and I truly believe this man I was going to spend the rest of my life with. My daughter is 22 and had just graduated from college a few months ago. I was so proud of her. Since she was trying to save money and figure out her next move, I told her she could move back home temporarily. My boyfriend was actually really supportive about her moving back in. He kept saying things like, family comes first. She's always welcome here. Looking back now, I feel sick thinking about it, because after she moved in, little things started changing. My daughter became distant with me. She stayed locked in her room more. My boyfriend suddenly started volunteering to help her with everything. He'll drive her places, bring her food, offer to help with job applications. And honestly, Angie, I ignored the red flags because I trusted both of them. Then something unexpected happened. I found out I was pregnant. And before anyone judges me, yes, I know I'm 42. This pregnancy was not planned at all. I was terrified, but also secretly excited because my boyfriend acted happy about it. Or at least, that's what I thought. But after I told him, his behavior changed overnight. He became cold, detached, always stressed, always checking his phone. Then one day I came home early from a doctor's appointment, and the energy in the house felt weird immediately. My daughter looked nervous. My boyfriend wouldn't make eye contact with me. That same night, I noticed my daughter crying in the bathroom. I asked her what was wrong, and she snapped at me and yelled, "You wouldn't understand." Angie, something in my spirit told me something was very wrong. A few days later, my daughter asked me if we could talk privately. I honestly thought maybe she was depressed or overwhelmed. But instead, she sat down, looked me dead in my face, in my eyes, and said, "Mom, I'm pregnant." I was shocked. But I tried to comfort her because I figured maybe some boy in college got her pregnant. Then she started crying harder. And that's when she said, It's his. Angie, I swear my heart stopped beating. Then she looked toward the hallway where my boyfriend was standing, and suddenly everything clicked. I started screaming, crying, throwing things. And instead of denying it, my boyfriend admitted they had been sleeping together for months. Months! But living under the same roof as me. He claimed it just happened one night while I was at work late, and then feelings developed. Feelings? This man slept beside me every night while secretly sleeping with my daughter too. But honestly, Angie, the part that hurt almost was worse, my daughter admitting she knew my pregnancy before she continued sleeping with him. She knew. Now the house is destroyed. Emotionally, my daughter barely speaks to me. My boyfriend keeps begging me not to leave him. And both of them keep saying, what? We didn't mean for this to happen. Meanwhile, I feel humiliated, disgusted, angry, and honestly, stupid. My family is divided too. Some people are saying my daughter was manipulated because she's young. Others say she betrayed me in the worst possible way. And now every time I look at my stomach, I think about the fact that my child and I are pregnant by the same man. Angie, how do I even recover from something like this? Do I cut them both off forever? Betrayed mother. Well, right now I decided to sit in my backyard because it's a beautiful day. As you can see from this letter, this is a difficult letter right here. And so I have my husband out here, and he's going to break down the letter for you guys on what he thinks, and then I'm going to break it down even further. This is my husband, Fred.
What up, family? I don't know, from the man's perspective, homeboy was wrong, and in so many ways. We know this isn't a perfect world, but he took advantage of, his ladies, love and kindness. For me to sum it up, homeboy's got to leave. He's got to leave quickly. I mean, if she's got to, do what she's got to do to get everything out, that's what needs to happen expeditiously. And if it was, the way it really, happens, back in the day, she needs to call cousin Pookie and Ray Ray, and my man, needs to,
Get dealt with.
And that's my take on it.
Okay. So I can't say that what my husband said is wrong. I believe in what he's saying as well, and that's the man perspective of it. So let me break it down for you. Okay, so wow, I couldn't imagine something like this happening to somebody or to me or anybody that I know. But first of all, I need you to stop blaming yourself for trusting the people closest to you. You were supposed to trust your partner, and you were supposed to trust your daughter. This does not make you stupid. Now, let me be very honest with you. The situation is heartbreaking because there are two betrayals happening at once. Your boyfriend betrayed you as your partner, but your daughter also betrayed you as your family. Now, what I will say is this. Ladies, we have to be careful about letting our children live in a home with a man that's not your husband. Now, I know you felt like you guys paid bills together, as you said. We went on trips together. You guys were in love. But obviously, this man was not the man for you. Because if he can sleep with your daughter, honey, he been in those streets messing around with other women. It's great that you found out who this man was before you married him. Because let me tell you something. People wear masks. People wear masks. And people can wear masks for years until you really see who they are. The ones that are trying to deceive you, okay? They normally don't go past 5 years. You were at 3. But at the bottom line is, I feel like, my queens, when you have a young lady as a daughter, a family member, they do not need to be living in the house with your boyfriend. It's sometimes it's just a disaster, and you really don't know that man like that. You only know what he allows you to know. Now, I don't know the dynamics of you and your daughter's relationship. It's some mothers and daughters that really don't get along with each other, that's jealous of each other, that can do stuff like this for attention. If you were somebody that was not there for them when they were young, I don't really know your dynamics. I just know something obviously is off, because daughters just don't do that. But yes, your daughter is younger and likely emotionally manipulated by an older man in the home. But she was still aware enough to know this would destroy you, especially after finding out you were pregnant. That part matters. And that's why I say it has to be some type of dysfunction in a relationship between you and your daughter. Now, regarding your boyfriend, this man created emotional chaos inside your home by playing both sides. And the fact that he continued the relationship after discovering both pregnancies tells me this man, this was not some one-time mistake. This was ongoing deception. And we know it's ongoing because you said they had been dealing with each other for a month. Personally, I think the relationship with your boyfriend should absolutely end immediately. Now, I don't know whose house it is. Is it both of you guys' places? And if it's both of you guys' home, then you need to figure out, if he doesn't want to leave, you need to go somewhere, as well as your daughter. Now, if it's where he wants to leave, or he can leave, or it's your apartment or your home, I don't know. But he needs to go, okay? You don't need to be around him. Your daughter doesn't need to be around him. He needs to get out, and somebody needs to, Pookie needs to handle him, as my husband has said. Okay, I think that a man that can sleep with you and your daughter while sleeping beside you every night, there is no emotionally safety left there. Now, as for your daughter, the relationship is more complicated. You may never fully forgive her, but she is still your child. And eventually, after time, therapy, accountability, and boundaries, healing may still be possible there. But healing does not mean pretending this wasn't devastated. And so, as far as your daughter's concerned, that's going to be up to you. She is an adult. 22 years old, you're still an adult. And if you don't feel like you want her in the home, maybe she can be placed with a family member. And then eventually, when the time is right, then you guys can get some therapy together and try to heal the relationship. I don't know if your daughter plans on keeping her child. That's a whole nother issue and ball game. This is really a sticky situation. But the bottom line is, she's still your daughter. But it's okay if you want her to leave the house too. Because right now, your focus should be your emotional health, your pregnancy, your peace, and rebuilding your self-worth after trauma. And it's just a real complicated situation. Because at the end of the day, your daughter's carrying your granddaughter if she decides to continue on with the pregnancy. And then here you are, you're pregnant as well, and you're 42 years old. I don't think you thought that you would be a single mother. But now you're alone, a single parent as well. You will be a single parent as well. So you have a lot of thinking to do. I always tell everyone, make sure you pray. You pray to God for guidance and understanding. And so, yes, my advice to you is the man needs to definitely exit left. The daughter, if you're not comfortable in your home, needs to exit left and handle that situation when you find it, that you feel emotionally ready to do that. And just take care of yourself. Now, if you're going to continue with your pregnancy, then this man eventually will have to be in your life because he is the father of your child. And so I hope that you can receive the message that I'm giving you. And basically, these are a lot of decisions that you have to make, and you need to pray about it and ask God for understanding and answers. But take care of yourself. I want everybody to stay in peace and not in pieces. And ladies, you need to be honest in the comment. Could you ever forgive your daughter after something like this? Let me know in the comment. And thank you for watching my channel.